Hey, this is Mark Druick for The Real Shot. I'm here today to talk a little bit about what to do or what information is gathered after you create a mock scrape. Now, a week or so ago we were out on my property in Iola and we set up some mock scrapes using the Wags Fresh Scrape and the Intruder Buck. And a couple days ago I was able to get out to the property and do a little hunting, and I pulled the cards from that we set up on the cameras that were overlooking these scrapes. Now, some of the things that I'm looking for is take a look at what time these bucks are hitting these scrapes, what age class of bucks are hitting these scrapes, what direction they're coming from, and that kind of helps me a little bit when I'm trying to position or put a tree stand in place, or kind of keep an eye out of where this activity and where these bucks are coming from. But we were able to get some really good video off of this. A lot of younger bucks right now are hitting these scrapes. They're hitting them at night. And we're looking for that transition time when these bucks start to hit those scrapes during the daytime hours. And I had an opportunity to freshen those up, and hopefully here within the next week or so we should be able to take a look and see what the daytime activity is looking at. Now, in the past, a lot of the activity has taken place for me around anywhere from Halloween through about the 4th, 5th, 6th of November. Now, right now we're battling a little bit with Mother Nature with the warm weather, but the rut's going to happen regardless of how warm it is or how cold it is. It's just when that activity is going to take place. So hopefully these bucks will start moving a little bit more during the daytime hours, but you know, a lot of it is restricted to nighttime. But what I like to look for too is when these bucks are coming to the scrape, what time. And typically if they're hitting those scrapes shortly after dark, my guess is they're not bedded too terribly far away. If they're hitting them later at night or early into the next morning, may dictate that maybe they're bedded a little bit farther away and they're making their way through the scrapes. Now, one of these videos you're going to see the same buck, and he's hit multiple scrapes that we've set up, so he's definitely moving around and checking these things out. So take a look at some of this video and I think you'll find it interesting. All right, now that we've had a chance to go through all the video, we've picked some of the more interesting pieces of video out of all of the cameras, and this buck right here you can see is definitely one that we're gonna try and get after. And you can see him here now. He's at another scrape. This is the second one. It's on the back side of the property, and you can definitely tell, yeah, it's a little bit later at night, so he's definitely in the area. Now, this is one you can see here. This is another scrape on the front side of the property, and he's there again at like 7:30 in the evening. So he's definitely making the rounds. What we're hoping to do is get him to show himself and be a little bit more visible during the daytime hours. He's definitely traveling, and my feeling is he's not bedded far away. And we're hoping that, you can see him right here, he's working that scrape pretty well, and he's licking all of the licking branches, so he's definitely leaving his scent there. And again, as you can see on a lot of the different scrapes, it's great to get multiple bucks using that scrape because they're all going to come in there, and it's a way of communication for them. So again, here's another one coming in shortly after that last one, and they're definitely trying to leave some scent around there, and they're definitely checking that out. Now, here's another one, smaller one. This is what we're looking for, is to get them. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. We're trying to get them to show themselves at this particular time. Now, my experience in the past has been to see them earlier in the morning when the weather's a little bit cooler, but we'll take this time of the day as well. They're definitely all hitting that licking branch. Again, here's that same scrape. We got another deer hitting that one earlier in the morning. You can see him, he's working it over pretty well. And it's great to see that we're getting multiple bucks at these scrapes, and I think that's the key thing with the Wags Fresh Scrape and the Intruder Buck. As we line that up, it not only is attracting the mature bucks, the older bucks, but it's attracting all different kinds of year classes of bucks as well. All right, now that we've taken a look at all this video and analyzed it, now we've got an idea of what bucks are in that area, and it's going to be interesting. The next time out, we're going to be laying down some estrus pretty heavily, get these bucks a little bit more active, let them know that there's a doe in the area that's hot, and once we run that drag line right straight down where a lot of those scrapes were placed, it's about positioning that deer right now and get them to follow that drag line. Got to watch out, got to play the wind just right, and I'm waiting for the weather to change, so hopefully we're going to get a cold front here pretty quick. But hey, when you're out there, just make sure you hunt safe, and if you are in a tree stand, put your safety harness on. It will save your life.